ChatGPT may replace you. Former IIT Delhi Director warns of changing times, shares tips to help students. Former Director of IIT Delhi, Professor V. Ramgopal Rao has warned students of changing times and asked them to remain relevant in the era where ChatGPT may replace you. He took to Twitter to share tips for students and ETians to keep in mind so that they can stay relevant during the rise of AI. ChatGPT, the chat-friendly AI bot, has taken over headlines for its quirky remarks, quick tools, and for helping out students with their homework assignments. However, former Director of Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Delhi, Professor V. Ramgopal Rao has warned students of changing times and asked them to remain relevant in the era where ChatGPT may replace you. I used to tell students that, if they aren't creative, Google will replace them. Now I tell them, even if you are creative, there is a possibility that ChatGPT may replace you, stated Professor Rao. As the popularity of ChatGPT increases day by day, the former IIT Delhi director has shared tips for students and ETians to keep in mind in order to stay relevant during the rise of AI. Professor Rao shared a 5-fold memo for students to follow. The very first tip asks students to use ChatGPT to boost their own growth. Emphasizing on how technology can be a useful servant but a dangerous master, the former director asked students to learn how to use ChatGPT and other AI tools to their advantage and yet not depend on it. Professor Rao has also encouraged students to step out of their comfort zone and network with people from different cultures, attitudes, and backgrounds. He also emphasizes the importance of being a team player. He asks students to remember that what matters is how good you are for your team than your own individual excellence. Lastly, the former IIT Delhi director has asked students to decide their career path with hearts and then let their mind take over for planning and execution. When you find your passion, you will find your purpose, he further added. ChatGPT has made plenty of headlines in the news since its inception. Many schools from all over the globe and even in India have banned the use of ChatGPT for school projects, assignments, and more. Indore, man gets death penalty for killing 7-year-old girl after failing to rape her. Indore, Madhya Pradesh. A man was sentenced to death by a court in Indore in Madhya Pradesh on Monday for killing a 7-year-old girl after abducting her with the intention of committing rape but failing to do so as she raised an alarm that attracted a mob. Additional Sessions Judge and Special Judge POCSO Act Sureka Mishra sentenced Saddam, 31, to death and also imposed a fine of 9,000 rupees on him, while directing the state government to give 3 lakh rupees as compensation to the girl's family. Saddam was charged with murder and abduction under provisions of the Indian Penal Code and Protection of Children from Sexual Offences POCSO Act, District Public Prosecution Officer Sanjeev Srivastava said. Had stabbed the minor 29 times. Saddam abducted the 7-year-old girl with the intention of raping her on September 23, 2022 when she was playing near her grandmother's house in Azad Nagar area. He took her to his house but failed to rape her after she raised an alarm. Enraged, he stabbed her 29 times and killed her, Srivastava said. After committing the crime, Saddam came out of his house and threatened the eyewitnesses, saying he would kill them if they approached police. A CCTV camera installed in the Azad Nagar area had footage of Saddam abducting the girl and his fingerprints were found on the knife recovered from his possession. The DNA report also confirmed his involvement, he informed. Lionel Messi jersey, a gift from Argentina for PM Narendra Modi. The president of YPF from Argentina, Pablo González, brought the Indian Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, a jersey featuring the name of World Cup winner Lionel Messi as gift from his country and presented the same on the sidelines of the India Energy Week in Bengaluru. Messi lived his dream of winning the FIFA World Cup last December, when Argentina defeated France in a closely contested final. The match had ended 2-2 after 90 minutes and remained locked at 3-3 at the end of extra time. The game then required a penalty shootout that Argentina eventually won 4-2. PM Modi had also congratulated Argentina on winning the FIFA 2022 World Cup. This will be remembered as one of the most thrilling football matches. Congrats to Argentina on becoming #FIFA World Cup champions. They've played brilliantly through the tournament. Millions of Indian fans of Argentina and Messi rejoice in the magnificent victory. At Alfades, PM Modi had said in the tweet. Fact-checking the saddest picture from Turkey earthquake. Here's the truth. 2 earthquakes, less than 12 hours apart, left a trail of death and destruction in Turkey and Syria. The confirmed death toll across the two countries has soared above 4,300 after a series of strong tremors on February 6, the largest of which measured at a massive 7.8 magnitude. Heartbreaking visuals of the destruction wrought by the earthquake have emerged on social media. These pictures and videos show the scale of damage by the powerful earthquakes: building flattened to the ground, trees uprooted, hundreds dead in the rubble and rescuers searching for survivors. Among the most poignant was a picture of a dog supposedly trying to rescue his owner from the rubble after the earthquake. The picture was shared multiple times on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, racking up tens of thousands of views. The picture shows a dog wearing a black collar. A hand is seen emerging from the rubble beside him. On social media, many branded it that saddest picture on the internet and claimed it was taken in Izmir, Turkey after the earthquake struck. However, the picture is not a recent one. It was not taken on February 6 in Turkey. In fact, the picture first emerged online in 2018. According to a fact check by AFP, the image was posted on Alamy, a service that sells stock photographs. Captioned, "Dog looking for injured people in ruins after earthquake." The photograph was taken on October 18, 2018, according to the Alamy listing. It is not clear where the picture was taken. In conclusion, the claim that this picture was taken yesterday in Turkey is misleading. The picture is an old stock photograph that was taken in 2018. Turkish military sets up special air corridor to earthquake zone. Turkey earthquake. Defense minister said that we have mobilized our planes to send medical teams, search and rescue teams and their vehicles to the earthquake zone. Turkish military sets up air aid corridor to earthquake zone. AFP. The Turkish armed forces have set up an air corridor to enable search and rescue teams to reach the zone affected by the major earthquake in southern Turkey, the country's defense ministry said on Monday. We mobilized our planes to send medical teams, search and rescue teams and their vehicles to the earthquake zone, the statement cited Defense Minister Hulusi Akar as saying.